All over the India Mobile Congress, very interesting report being launched by KPMG on AI, and I'm joined by Mr. Purushottam Puru, as we all know him. Puru, so, first question, of course, on the report findings, very interesting trends. Could you just highlight for our viewers what could it mean and what potential impact would it have?
Sure. Thank you for having me as well. The last 2 years, we have always spoken about the potential of AI, specifically generative AI, and how it is transforming the industry. This year, our focus was on, with 2 years having gone by, many organizations have started to adopt it. What is the kind of adoption? What kind of use cases are being focused upon? And is it really adding value to the organization? Are they only focusing on use cases that are more internal to the organization? Are they focusing on customer specific use cases? So that was the focus of our report, very specifically for the TMT sector, and we had the support of the stalwarts in the industry to give us those inputs. So you will focus you will see in the report that from last year to this year, from the companies that we have actually spoken to, the adoption of AI for actually implementing use cases on ground has gone up. So nowhere it is just a POC or experimentation to real adoption. And now how is it getting adopted? That's the most interesting thing. And India plays a very different role when it comes to adoption. So the way India has done it is they've embedded it into the workflows that they were planning to implement itself. So if it's a customer workflow, embedded into the customer workflow journey, improving the personalization of the customers. When it comes to network, the network performance has always been a concern, and what the telcos are actually doing about it. So there again, AI has actually played a role to give better observability to the telcos and then taking action on them. And the third important area is around frauds, spam calls. Those are where AI use cases have been adopted. And all the telcos and technology companies have come together to partner in various ways to actually make this happen. Our report actually focuses on that. Our report also focuses on the fact that the technology is itself moving from 5G adoption, 4G scale adoption to 5G, and then the future is 6G. So is the infrastructure itself getting ready for doing this transformation, and how agentic AI is going to drive that is what we have actually focused upon.
Understood. But now, there have been a lot of, as you just mentioned about, it's just not the point of contact or, some initial issues that AI would probably solve. It's actually getting better on the ground. I want to ask you, what's your opinion on what all sectors is the AI adoption increasing day by day, and what momentum in what sectors are we seeing gaining traction?
So the top two sectors, if I were to say, telecom, media and technology. Telecom and media, more customer-centric use cases and internal adoption. Technology from a platform perspective, software development. Financial services is having a very big play when it comes to AI adoption. And the third sector that I see initial traction and good adoption is in retail. So these are three sectors where there is mass scale adoption. The other sectors which are exploring traditional Industry 4.0 use cases that are expanded to actually cover deep machine learning principles being adopted using AI. So ENR, industrial manufacturing, these sectors that are becoming an emerging industry to focus upon, and we are seeing a good deal of potential in there. But the top three that we are seeing is TMT, financial services, and retail.
The PM also mentioned about from the 2G era to a quick rollout of 5G in India. Where are we at 6G? I mean, because that would be the next talk of the town. The government has been pushing towards a faster 6G adoption, but yes, the infrastructure for it is also a problem. When do we see as KPMG? Because you know the real drill on the ground. You do your research. You know the audits very well. So where are we at 6G, and what all timeline do we think the 6G adoption would probably accelerate?
So first is 6G rollout and then adoption. Right. When it comes to rollout, as per the timelines that have been prescribed, in the next couple of years, the spectrum auctions will also come out, and then the rollouts will happen. The focus as compared to the earlier rollouts will be on indigenous production. Now with 5G, we saw innovation in India when it comes to rollout of towers. Okay, so you saw pole-based towers being a mass rollout phenomenon, which increased the number of towers also when it comes to 5G. When it comes to 6G, you will obviously see software development being integrated along with 6G also. you heard a lot about patents being issued for Indian companies for rollout of 6G and the 6G frameworks. So we see in the next 2 years the technology itself being converted into good products that Indian companies can actually launch. We are already aware of a few companies that have actually started doing it, but doing mass production of those devices also will be very critical. So that's where government incentives for actually doing that will become a important area to be focused upon. And government is actually working and encouraging even startups to actually work with these companies to come up with some innovative solutions around it. That's what we will see in the next few years.
What is the update on SATCOMs in India? We see Tesla actually eventually coming in through Starlink, and there has been a tough competition, to say so, in that space as well. How well are we ready for a good SATCOM community, or probably a faster rollout in India?
So one thing that is very important when it comes to adoption of very technologies, how it is rolled out on the ground, because the users are going to be on the ground. There are traditional telcos, broadband players, DTH companies that have actually created a very good distribution ecosystem that have actually been the real reason behind the growth of the broadband network itself. Satellite companies also will have to do a clear partnership both on device rollout as well as adoption and creating a distribution ecosystem. They cannot operate on a standalone basis or independently. It cannot be a third pillar they have to work very collaboratively. So I see a joint role for all the three players for faster adoption and more a successful adoption.
Thank you, Guru, for speaking to us. Pleasure speaking to you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.